Hey there, and welcome. If you're a coach, you know exactly what we're all talking about, what we're all seeing, and that's the rise of AI, right? It feels like this giant wave just looming on the horizon, and the big question is it going to wash us away, or can we actually learn how to surf it? Well, today we're going to dive right into that because we're going to turn what feels like a threat into your single biggest opportunity. All right, let's just do it. Let's put the big AI elephant right in the middle of the room. I mean, this is the anxiety for so many of us, isn't it? You see AI answering questions, spitting out plans, offering advice. It's fast, it's efficient, and you know what? It is getting smarter every single day. So of course you're going to wonder, okay, where do I fit into all this? Is my job really on the line? So what's the answer to that big, scary question? Well, the answer is a big, resounding no. But, and this is important, there's a condition. See, AI can't replace a coach it can't find. It can't compete with someone who isn't even playing the same game. And that right there is the entire key to thriving. To really get this, we need to talk about our first big idea, escaping what I call the sea of sameness. This is where generalist coaching lives right now. You know, if your offer is just life coaching or broad business advice, you're basically swimming in an ocean where AI is the new great white shark. It's amazing at generic information, which makes being a generalist a really vulnerable spot to be in. Okay, now look at this, because this slide lays it out so perfectly. You've got two paths. The generalist coach, they're trying to serve everyone. And because of that, they end up competing head-to-head with AI on information. And let's be honest, that's a battle that's really, really hard to win. But the niche coach, they serve someone specific. They're not competing on information, they're competing on transformation. And that simple shift makes them irreplaceable.
So that leads us right into our second point, which is all about leveraging your human advantage. Look, the solution here isn't to outcomputer the computer. It's to work more humanly. That strategic pivot, that move from being a generalist to a specialist, that's your ultimate edge. And it all starts by intentionally crafting your niche.
And what even is a coaching niche, really? It's not just picking a topic, like health coaching. It's so much deeper. It's about becoming the one and only go-to expert for a specific person wrestling with a specific problem. It's about carving out a space for yourself that is so uniquely human, so full of real empathy and understanding that a machine it can't touch it.
And this is exactly why it works. Your niche is basically your AI shield. Think about it. An AI can process tons of data, sure, but it can't replicate your deep, nuanced human understanding. It doesn't have your unique lived experiences. It can give out generic information, but it can't guide a person through a truly tailored transformation. And it sure as heck can't build that unshakable, gut-level trust that is the absolute bedrock of all great coaching. Okay, so we get the why. We understand why this is so important. Now let's talk about the how. Because this isn't some big mystery, it's a process, it's strategic. So let's just walk through a really simple 3-step framework that you can use to start building your own AI-proof niche, like today. So here's our roadmap. It's really simple, but it is so powerful. We're going to start by looking inward to discover your zone of genius. Then we're going to look outward to get crystal clear on your specific who. And finally, we're going to connect those two by zeroing in on their number one pain point. Let's start with step 1, your zone of genius. This is your secret weapon. It's that magic spot where your unique skills, your deepest passions, and your actual lived experiences all come together. It's the work that only you can do because it comes from a place that is 100% yours. So ask yourself, what have I overcome? What am I totally obsessed with? What do I know better than almost anyone? That's your starting point. Okay, next step, step 2. Identify your who. And this is all about getting ridiculously specific. You're not coaching new managers. No, you're coaching first-time female founders in the tech world who are struggling to lead their very first team of engineers. You feel the difference? It's huge. When you know exactly who you're talking to, everything, your marketing, your content, your actual coaching, it all becomes 1,000 times more powerful. And finally, step 3, which brings it all home. You take your zone of genius from step 1, you apply it to your specific who from step 2, and you solve their single most critical pain point. Not 10 problems, not 5 problems, 1. What is the thing that is literally keeping them up at night? What's that one roadblock that, if you could just remove it, would change absolutely everything for them? That's where you come in. And when you put those 3 steps together, something really incredible starts to happen. You actually transform.
You stop being just another coach in a very crowded sea. You become the AI-proof coach, totally ready to thrive in this new era. So what's the payoff for all this work? Oh, it's huge. Your ideal clients, they start finding you instead of the other way around. You get to command premium fees with confidence because the value you provide is so specific and so immense. You become a known, irreplaceable authority in your little corner of the world. And maybe best of all, you get to wake up and operate every single day with this incredible sense of clarity and purpose. I just want to leave you with this thought right here. This whole conversation, it isn't really about fear. It's about opportunity. The future of coaching is all about doubling down on our humanity, on connection, on empathy, on doing that deep, messy, beautiful human work that technology just can't and probably never will be able to replicate. So let's bring it all back to you. The one question I really want you to walk away with today is this one. When you look at your unique skills, your passions, your life story, who are you uniquely positioned to help? What is the one problem out there that only you can solve? Find the answer to that, and you won't just survive in the age of AI, you will own it.